Congressman Matt Gaetz is a Republican representing the state of Florida, and he joins us tonight. Congressman, thanks for coming on.
Good to be on, Tucker.
So I want to ask you about a story that we had last night. The Daily Mail broke that Congressman Schiff, Adam Schiff of Burbank, California, basically the lead on the Russia probe in the House among Democrats, was suckered in a prank phone call into believing that this Ukrainian group had naked pictures of a Russian model Trump was purportedly having an affair with. He then dispatched a researcher or an aide on the committee to call back the number and set up a document drop at the Ukrainian embassy. That seems like a significant story. It's not being covered today. Do you think that's a meaningful thing to know?
Absolutely, Tucker. And Adam Schiff should step aside as the lead Democrat on the Intelligence Committee as a consequence of this scandal. While our FBI and Justice Department were suffering through an Obama nation, an Obama influence with these attempts to influence investigations, you had Adam Schiff off playing footsies with the Ukrainians, trying to get naked pictures of Donald Trump. Adam Schiff has gone from someone with oversight responsibilities to an actual principal in this investigation, engaging with the Ukrainians, and I think for better objectivity, he ought to step aside.
Well, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm really trying to be open-minded because maybe Trump collaborated with Putin. I mean, I'm waiting for the evidence, but the allegation appears to be this, that Trump's associates, including one of his children, spoke to a Russian lawyer in an effort to get damaging information on the other campaign, on a political rival, Hillary Clinton. Adam Schiff has basically admitted that he sought damaging campaign on a political rival from a foreign government. Why is that different?
Well, and even more analogous would be Jeff Sessions. Jeff Sessions was talked into recusing himself because of a handshake in a greeting line. And here you've got Adam Schiff actually engaging with Ukrainians to try to dig up dirt on the president with seemingly no interest in whether or not the information is true or false or doctored. And so if you use the same standard that's been applied to Republicans to Adam Schiff, he should have no role on the Intelligence Committee as a lead on this issue. And I think that if you look at his credibility with the American people, it's eroded. I mean, it was only a few weeks ago, Adam Schiff was saying if we released the Devin Nunes memo, there would be a national security catastrophe. That's been proven to be false. And so time and again, he's lost credibility. And I think the fact that he actively engaged with these Ukrainian principals, the fact that he goes on Russia Today, the Russian-sponsored television channel, to talk about our intelligence system, certainly indicates that Adam Schiff should step aside.
But that's a level of hypocrisy that would really embarrass most people. I mean, if you're calling for a president to leave office on the basis of charges, standards that you yourself violate, wouldn't you look yourself in the mirror and say, that's too hypocritical, I can't continue to do
Well, and what does Nancy Pelosi think? I mean, while Nancy Pelosi was calling for Devin Nunes to be removed as the intelligence chairman, even though there was an ethics committee investigation that cleared Devin Nunes, that dispositively found that he did nothing wrong, here you've got Adam Schiff clearly engaging in shady tactics, and Nancy Pelosi spent her 8 hours on the floor with a different rambling narrative.
So, really quick, do you, I mean, are we out on a limb suggesting that the dossier seems to be the core document that spurred this investigation? Is there other evidence that you know of?
I've seen no other evidence, and the reason you know the dossier is the core piece of evidence is because they had to have Christopher Steele go plant news articles to validate the dossier. So the very author of the dossier has to go create and manufacture other facts to validate the dossier because it cannot validate itself. It has no mechanism to be proven true because it's all false.
Oh, it's like a freshman philosophy class. You're exactly right, though. Congressman, thank you.
Thank you, Tucker.
Stephen